Hello, my name is JJ, and today I will be demonstrating how to do the devil flower from Devil's Octagon base. That's my own design. What I'm making right now is the stem from a longer piece of green. Like in the previous videos, I'm just rolling it up at an angle to make this stem I'm going to be using later to curl, because that's how I do it on the whenever I fold. I fold from letter size pieces of paper, so I usually end up with this extra when I make a square, and that helps me keep track of how many flowers I've made or so. It's nice to keep a record, but I don't really count them. So we have a square, and we're going to be bisecting it, doing diagonals, both the same direction, valley folds, or mountain folds, whichever side you look at. And then what I do is the plus thing, where I just grab it like this, and fold it into the base. I guess it's preliminary base, but yeah, I don't have a name for the base, but oh yeah, water bomb base, that's what it was. But yeah, this is where and I make these folds to outline all those folds in there before continuing. So at this stage, I'm going to be bringing up these flaps to the top here, so along this center line, and I'm doing this for all four of them, bringing them up to that top point like that. And after that, we do the same thing with the next edge. We bring the edge to the center, like so, and we do the same for all four. I chose the red because the devil looks really nice in red. So now that we have those, all four of those, like that, we're going to unfold the model completely, because these were just pre-folds. What we're really going to do is flip the paper. So we're unfolding, straightening out, making the folds a little deeper when I open those up. And we're going to open it all the way. And then, not to rip the center, we're going to hold at the sides to open it like that. So what we're doing right now is taking this, and at those folds, just flipping it like so, and then doing a rabbit ear fold on the edges like that. And we're doing the same thing on all four of them, like so. And in the end, it's going to fold up to look very much the same as in one stage of unfolding it. So now it just combines all into this kind of thing, like that. What we're going to do now is take the top, the inside, and we're just going to flip those in. So what we're going to do is just like flip those separators in and align them so it makes something like this. And we're doing all four of those to proceed to the next stage. So now we have something like that, and these are flaps that make squares when they're open. What we're gonna do here is take one layer flap like this, and we're gonna squash this. But this squash is difficult because That's kind of what makes this the Devil's Octagon, because we're squashing this to make 8 out of 4, but there is an inside that is also needs to be squashed. So we squash this outside, pinch it on the bottom to hold it, and then we're gonna have to flatten this ridge as it flattens this other squash. So that's squashing the whole thing like that. And we're gonna do that for all 4 of the flaps. And as you can see, I'm doing everything in the air because that's how I'm used to it. This could be done on flat surface, but to me it's easier to do it in the air. So yeah, once we're done with those 2, we flip them over and we go to the other last 2. And so, after those, this is what I call the Devil's Octagon base. Because, and a lot of other flowers come out of it, not just the devil. For example, the sun also comes out of the same base. So in the next video, if I'm gonna make one to show the sun, how to make the sun model, I will start from here because I already showed you how to do the Devil's Octagon. So what we do next is we're gonna make everything spiky. That's why it's the Devil's Octagon, because now we're gonna open these, the first layer, and we're gonna flip them in, making a kind of a rhombus shape. And we're doing that for all 4 of them, like so, making everything sharp. And from this point, this is still I can still do the sun from this, but I'm gonna head into the devil instead. From this point, here we go. So, as you can see, now that it's all rhombus shape, there are flaps that are light, and there's flaps that are heavy. So the heavy flaps are all gonna go down, or up, whichever way you look at it. But they're just gonna go opposite of the way they are currently. So they're all gonna come down, and the model is gonna be a little bulky, but it's gonna deform a little bit. But they're all like that. So only the light petals, the light flaps remain on top. And what we're gonna do with the light flaps right now is just bisect this to the top edge here. So we're just gonna do this on all 4 of them in a spiral. It doesn't matter which direction really, you're just pre-folding that so you can later do an inside reverse. So all 4 of them are done like that, and what we're gonna do is open that up and flip it on the inside, like so. And we're doing that for all 4 of them, because that's gonna be the top of the devil, like so. So we have 4, and now for the thick petals, we're gonna do a reverse squared, pretty much. Because it's the same folds pretty much. We take this valley and we're gonna make it into a mountain, while making 2 other valleys in the middle of the petal. And we're gonna bring it up to the same level, so when pressed firmly it makes this kind of a beak together with the other petals. But we're gonna do this for all 4 of them, like so. That's the first reverse of the reverse squared. And the next part is, of course, doing the reverse of this. So this makes lines here to flip that, like that, as in previous video that I made for a reverse squared. That's pretty much the same principle here for this one. And we're doing that for all 4 of them. Like this. Like that. And this makes the whole thing plump up, because that's pressing on it, making it square. So now we can open up the top petals. If we flatten them out, they make a nice little, like that. And the rest is curling. We're gonna curl the thick petals out, and the light petals we're gonna curl up gently, not too heavy. I'm gonna start with the heavy petals because they're difficult to get to, and it's just a little bit, because we can't really go too far unless it would undo the folds that I made. So we're just making that. Yep. And the bottom petals are done. And now we're going to curl the top petals up. Oh, the curling, I didn't really explain curling, but it's just, well, it's wrapping it around the rod, pretty much. And you go to the very fine point where you can tuck it underneath as it rolls. And then just, you know, that's a very simple thing. And I use the same thing I use for the stem. That's just nice to have a tool like that when I'm making it on the subway or something. So, here we go. The flower is pretty much complete. And now we're just going to make a tiny rip on the bottom where the very plus is. And just thread the thing, the stem. And here's the devil. And that's that. The next video I'll make is gonna be the sun, I believe, and that's gonna start from the devil's octagon base that is included in this video. So